Okay, guys, so we're gonna go over module 12. Specifically, I'm gonna just go over what you should have done last week really quick. So being able to graph on the coordinate plane. So that is standard 6.NS.6, again 6.EE number system. Number 6, okay? So we have to be able to locate name points in the coordinate plane. So just really quick review, this is a coordinate plane. It's composed of the x-axis and the y-axis, okay? So they're like number lines. So like this is a number line, right? So then I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on the other side we have negatives, okay? So that will be my x. Now the vertical number line is my y. It's the same idea. So if we go, for instance, below sea level, that's going to be a negative, right? If we go in altitude, it's going to be a positive. So when you combine and you get this right here, we call this a coordinate plane, okay? So we call this the x-axis again, and this right here is my y-axis, okay? The origin is the center right here, so this 0, 0 is my origin, okay? Because that's where everything originates, right? So that's the beginning. And then quadrants, okay? So we have 4 quadrants in this case. So so we have quadrant number 1, and then we go basically counterclockwise. So that's 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this one right here is quadrant number 4, okay? So let me just erase that right here so we don't have all this. Okay, so now to be able to graph, so we have order pairs, right? So an order pair is basically my x comma y value. This is an order pair, or we'll also call it coordinate, okay? So on my x and y axis, on my coordinate plane, so for instance, if that's 3, okay? If I tell you to graph 1 comma 3, again, this is my x value and this is my y value. So then this one tells me, do I go right or left? And this one tells me if I go up and down. So like I told you before, we run before we jump. So I'm going to go 1, and because it's positive, I'm going to go to the right. So this is my 1 right here, and I'm going to jump 3. So I'm going to go 3 up. So this is where 1 is on the x. This is where 3 is on the y. So this one right here is my y comma 3. Okay, those are order pairs. And again, coordinates are the numbers in order pair. So this is my x coordinate, this is my y coordinate. Okay. And then just remember that the increments is basically the scale. So like sometimes you're gonna see it by ones, sometimes you're gonna see in x that goes maybe by tenths. So this will be, right, my increments, will also call it the scale. Okay, now we're going to move on to 6.EE.9, and that's the skill we're going to be working on all this week. Oops. Okay. So here we go. So in this one, basically what we have to do is we have to be able, so there's multiple variables, so we have to be able to use variables to represent 2 quantities in a real world situation, and then how they change in relation to each other. And then we also need to know how to write equations to express one quantity as the dependent of the other variable. Okay, so that's what we're going to be focusing on today and tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I'll make another video in regards to tables and graphs. Okay, so 2 things that we need to know is that there's an independent, and then